Today is the first day of my 3-day fast. I did 2 3-day fasts, technically 1 3-day fast and 1 4.5-day fast this year so far, so January, February. I was supposed to continue in March, but I just wanted to eat. I just didn't do it, but also I just needed to find some time to eat and really get into another rhythm because I can't rely on fast for everything. But we're back. The first reason why I started doing this fast was because I had eczema. I had all these autoimmune responses happening in my body. I had really bad food sensitivities, so I literally had to fast. I thought I had no other option, and when I did, it got significantly better. So that's why I started fasting. That's how I found it. I knew before that fasting could help you overcome sicknesses, but I just never did it until my back was against the wall and I had to try different things to see what would help me. Right now, I just want to actually document this because while I do have stats and stuff from my Hume Body Pod, I hadn't actually documented a fast before, and now that I'm actually doing it correctly, because before I was not using the complete electrolytes that I needed, and I realized that might have hindered me into going into longer fasts. Like that 4-day fast, I ended it early. I wanted to do 5-day, but I ended it early because I felt like my heart rate was elevated and my body just didn't feel comfortable. So I'm like, I need to end this because I was only using pink Himalayan salt and not the actual complete electrolytes, sodium, magnesium, potassium, and it has calcium in it too. But yeah, I wasn't feeling good, so I'm like, let me stop this and actually get electrolytes so I can do the fast for real. So I usually start it by ending the last day of meals at around 9. I didn't this time. I had my last bit of calories at, let's just say 12, which is not ideal, but we're just gonna go with it. So literally 12 a.m. was the start of my fast. It's now 11 something. So I'm just going to weigh in now because I'm going to track every day my body scan off the Hume Pod. I'm going to head over to the scale and just do a weigh in. So by the way, this is how we're looking right now. Obviously a little bit good since it's morning for me. It's 11:15, but it's morning for me. I haven't eaten anything yet, haven't even drank water, but this is how we're looking now. I do want to work on this part a bit and reduce that, and I do feel like I can lose a good 10 pounds, solid 10 pounds, maybe 15, yeah, actually 15, because my goal weight is 130. I'm 5'2". I lean a little bit more muscular. If you look at my arms, I'm just naturally kind of more muscular. I want to see if I can do 130 because I remember being 127 in college, and I think that was a little too thin. I looked really thin then, but when I started working out, I think it was around 133, but I still didn't reach peak what I wanted to look like. I'm 144 I think now. We're gonna see in a second on the scale. I've been eating pretty okay now, but as soon as I eat, I just feel bloated. Last night I just felt bloated, and it's just not a good feeling. It just feels so uncomfortable. So that's another reason why I wanted to do this fast again, so I can de-bloat and reset the gut a little bit. But here's this Hume Pod, and we're gonna get on it and see. Okay, wow, I did not expect those results, basically, because last time I weighed myself, which was probably just last week, I was 146.6. So that's interesting. I think I gained 2 pounds in 1 week. That's crazy. Out of all the fasts I've done, yeah, this is a lot. And I kind of don't see it. And maybe it's just muscle because I've been doing Chloe Ting's 2026 challenge. I'm on my 15th day and I'm getting stronger. I notice myself getting stronger, doing better and everything. So yeah, that's great. I haven't really been changing my diet. I've just been eating as normal, yogurt bowl, dinner, I think since I've been doing the challenge, I've gained like 3 to 4 pounds. I should have probably done the body pod before to see if maybe I'm just getting muscle or if I'm actually gaining fat or water weight or something. That's interesting. Okay, so we're starting at a level that I didn't expect to start at, 146 now, into this 3-day fast. And we'll see. I'm still going to do the exercises, although they are like HIIT based, so I don't know if I will be able to keep up for at least day 2 and day 3. So we'll see how far I get with doing the exercises and fasting. If I feel good, then I'll continue on for the 4th day and the 5th day, because I think I do need to do an extended fast beyond 3. Like once you reach 3 days, that's like peak all the benefits. But in order to keep that going, it's better to do longer fasts to really do the cellular cleanup, the body reset. You still have benefits, especially after 48 hours. But in order for them to work in your body and to clear out more things, it's better to do a longer fast. But we'll see how far I get. Okay, I have a meeting, so just gonna get some water and apple cider vinegar. Ooh, I might have matcha with hot water. You can have herbal teas like green tea. So I might chug water with apple cider vinegar and then make a matcha and hot water, and that's gonna be my morning. Okay, so it's now 1 p.m. It's been officially 13 hours since I started this fast, and I feel sick. That may be because I've been sitting at my computer in a meeting for the past hour and a half. That's probably definitely why. I also had hot matcha with water. I didn't finish it. Probably shouldn't be having caffeine because I'm very sensitive to caffeine, or at least I have been. But yeah, I just need to move around. I'm gonna get ready to go to an appointment. I think I just need to get up and get better. So yeah, I already feel better stretching. Okay, so is this a better view? This dress definitely shows everything. Wearing boots. Hold on. So I am gonna hurry on over to my appointment. I wanted to eat sushi afterwards because it was right across from my appointment, but that's not gonna happen today. I've been waiting to go back to that place. So I'm doing laser hair removal, and right across from it is the sushi place. I was gonna make that a little ritual, but I was like, I am going to fast today. So I'm gonna have to wait another 6 weeks to go to that place. And that's fine. That's fine. Right now is one of the most difficult times because now it's 1:30. So I've been fasting for 13 and a half hours. Between and 18 hours is the most difficult time because you've already skipped breakfast. Sometimes I don't even eat till like 1 or 2 these days. I think it is because like I just can't eat a full breakfast. I can't really eat something big when I wake up. But you know, your body's like, okay, you get skip breakfast, you're skipping lunch now, okay, they're expecting food right now. I think it'll be worse later on, like towards hour 15, because that's typically when I would have had my meal already. But honestly, I'm experiencing something that I haven't experienced the other times that I fasted, which is excitement, because I've done so many of these before, and it's hard every single time. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it is hard to start, and it's hard to make that decision to fast and actually like, do it, because I know I've skipped like 2 months now, and it's just hard to actually start it. And especially like now, like you're not eating breakfast. Okay, now you skipped your first meal, lunch. Are you gonna keep going or not? Your body's feeling weird. It is hard. I didn't want to fast, like I had to time it so I don't have certain events coming up, certain things. So that's another reason why I just couldn't commit to it. I didn't want to restrict myself. But I kind of feel excitement right now because I feel excited to feel good again. That's what it is. Like I feel excited to let my gut heal. When you don't eat and when you really have nothing inside of you, first of all, you stop feeling hungry and you just feel light and good, and you know you can feel the healing going on because you don't have old food in your system. So I'm excited for that feeling again, to feel light, feel good, feel hydrated, drinking a lot of water. And now this time I have my electrolytes here. I just got this off of Amazon. So yeah, now I am ready to kind of feel good. And like, if I completed all those fasts before these electrolytes, now I'm just gonna do 1 scoop, I guess, or maybe I should do 2. This is a 4th teaspoon. I'll do a little bit more. But now that I have the good electrolytes, I'm excited to see how my body's gonna respond now. And yeah, I'm excited to start feeling a little bit good again. So I always kind of had like a constipation, I don't say issue, but like I don't have movements like other people do, and I'm just excited to feel light and yeah, for my gut to just get a break from everything I've been putting it through. Like, I stayed up from Friday to Saturday. I stayed up over 24 hours because I was doing something, and then the next day I was busy, so I realized I didn't even have I only had 1 glass of water, I think, the whole day until like 8 p.m. And I was starting to feel like shit, running off of like 2.5 hours of sleep, no water. I had like a matcha, okay, caffeine, and like maybe I think I had 1 cup of water, half a bowl of oatmeal or something, but that was it until like 8. And then like my throat was feeling like painful because it was dry, so I just chugged water, we had dinner, and then I had a glass of wine. Then I was hungover the next day because I didn't have enough water, so that 1 glass of wine kind of took me out. Those aren't good habits, just say. You don't eat much. That's crazy, because I'm like, okay, what am I gonna do if I'm not thinking about food, preparing for that, just around eating, especially for me as a person who likes food. Like, I scroll on DoorDash just for fun. I like deals too, so sometimes I'm on Uber Eats. I don't have a membership there, but sometimes the deals be dealing there too. So yeah, it just frees up so much time, and it's like, what do you do? So you can't have nothing to do, because then it's just going to be difficult. But at the same time, you can't have too much to do, especially physical activity, because that's not going to be good. Once you get over the hump, because that's your body like testing you, and you're going to be tested like multiple times, but the worst part is in that first 14 to 18 hours. But once you get past that, like, it's just a chemical response, and then if you don't respond to it, then it's just gonna stop producing those chemicals. It's gonna stop telling you to eat. And then you go about your day, and then you go into ketosis, then you get energy. Then your body defaults to relying on another source of energy, which is, getting rid of all the stored fats, stored energy, carbs, and then relying on the fats. So that's the process. It's just simple math, simple science. Drinking something warm, like herbal tea only, green tea is my preference. Helps boost morale. Just having something warm in your glass. I wouldn't overdo it on the tea though. I honestly drink maybe like 1 cup of herbal tea a day. Maybe 2 if I just want something else. Okay, I'm literally hungry again. I'm not even like starving. I'm just a little bit hungry, but I just want to eat just to eat. My brain is like, you should probably eat something. Yeah, I just want to eat just to eat at this point. I'm okay. I could not eat. There's a little bit of hunger brewing in here, but yeah. I just had the knee-jerk reaction, eat something. But then I was like, oh wait, I'm fasting. So it's just like, oh, okay. But yeah, it's 4 p.m. so currently 16 hours into the fast now. I feel good, my energy is good. I don't feel sick anymore. I'm just at the point where I want to put something in my mouth just for the sake of doing that. That's all. Cheers. Let's have some more water.
On all fours, hover knees off the mat, crawl forward and back, catch your breath and roll up to visit its next. Guys, that's your deep core workout. Make sure you follow.
Honestly, I'm probably going to play video games to take my mind off this hunger. So, day 2, it's 4:43 a.m. So it's official 36 hours? Almost 36 hours. Oh my god, my back was hurting so much, like throughout the night. This morning, still a little bit right now, but that does happen. But it's hurting a little bit more than usual, and I feel more sick than usual. Like this morning, I felt so sick. I'm just like, I almost thought of quitting, honestly. But no, you want to know why though? It's because I didn't prep properly. Also, the night that I ended my fast, so Monday, I ate that day. I also had 4 shots of whiskey. Yeah, but I didn't do it properly. Right? But yeah, I had 4 shots. Not even shots, but like I had like this little old-fashioned cocktail mixture thing. So that was definitely not a good idea. You do need to prep properly to fast, or else you're gonna feel like shit, like me right now, or me in the morning. I'm feeling better right now. I had my electrolytes. This is my second glass of water. So I feel better, but I'm not gonna lie, I was struggling. I was struggling for like 2 hours of the morning, and I have meetings and stuff, and I just like, I just want to get back in bed and rest a little bit, but at the same time, I still have energy. So it's just kind of like a weird little in-between phase. Like I have energy and my brain's pretty sharp. My brain's very sharp actually. But my body's like, something's happening here. We know what you're doing and we're okay with it, but we kind of don't like it because you didn't prepare us and I didn't. So usually I would start by like tapering off fried foods, heavy foods. But yeah, Monday I had chicken and waffles for dinner. Yes, for dinner. And then I had like a yogurt bowl for lunch. And also off of this weekend, Friday, I stayed up until 9 a.m. I only had 2 hours of sleep. Saturday, I barely ate. And then Sunday, yeah, I had that chicken and waffle, like the first half of my chicken and waffles. Then I finished it on Monday. And like, it was just a weird way to enter this fast. I probably shouldn't have drank it at all. Because yeah, I've never felt like super sick like this. Besides when I don't properly prepare and just like jump into a fast. But yeah, ideally decrease fried stuff, decrease heavy meals, decrease sugar. I could tell the difference between when I prepare like that and when I just jump into it like now. Yeah, but still lost 2 pounds, 2.5 pounds, but that's all just like water weight, a little bit of bloating and stuff. So the real change is in the next 2 days, which I'm not gonna lie, it's still morning and I really do want to eat though. When I was feeling sick in the morning, I'm like, should I just have some broth? Like I don't even want food, I just want broth. But I already started and I already came this far, so there's no point in just wasting the progress right now. I'm gonna keep going. Got another meeting for an hour and a half, so that's gonna kill some time. Then probably just gonna rest after that. I still have more work to do, but I still have a lot to do this week. So yeah, fasting this week was like maybe not ideal, but then again, since I have so much going on, it kind of distracts me. But yeah, definitely should have prepared properly because now I'm struggling. Today is day 3, technically day 4. Today's day 4 of the 3-day fast. Honestly, I feel great. I woke up this morning feeling so great. I didn't wake up like 6 like I did 2 days ago. Lost 3 pounds today. Yesterday I only lost like 1.5. That's kind of like the way I have been seeing my results. Like the first day I lose like 2 pounds, maybe 2 point something pounds. The next day I lose like just under 2 pounds, like 1.5. Then the third day I see more results. So I lose another 2 or even 3. So this time I lost 3 pounds after my 3rd day. So today's the 4th day. I checked the scale. I was supposed to end it. It technically ended the 72 hours at 12 a.m. Friday morning. But I just slept through that. I'm not eating at 12. But yesterday I was okay, but I was feeling a little bit weak. So I got some sun and I just worked in bed all day, took a break and stuff like that. I was a little bit weak, but I was fine. I could still do things. I did skip my workout. Yesterday only because I just wasn't feeling it mentally and physically. I probably should have attempted it, but also just because it was a HIIT workout and it was 30 minutes long, I was kind of scared. Yesterday was a long day too, so probably should have attempted it to see if I could do it, but whatever. Today I feel so much more energy and I kind of wanted to see how long this lasts. So the longest fast I have done was 4 days, but that was when I wasn't taking the proper electrolytes. So I felt like my heart rate was increasing and I just felt weird. But now I don't feel that at all. So that was the fix, I think. So let me see how I feel throughout this 4th day and into the 5th day tomorrow. Tomorrow I actually have to go into the city to get my lash refill. So let's see how I feel tomorrow after that drive. But today I feel great. I feel like I can keep going. So do not buy the 0 water filter from Culligan or Zero Water or whatever, because I watched Project Farm on YouTube. He does a lot of really intense scientific reviews, usually like auto and tool based, but he did one for like 10 or 12 different water filters, and the Zero was the best one. It filtered 0 out of 0 particles in the water, so it basically makes distilled water. So I'm like, that's great, because I was using the Brita for a long time, and apparently the Brita is trash. Like, it doesn't filter out enough of the fluoride and like all these other particles. It still had a lot of particles in it. So the Brita filter was literally mid. Go watch that video, Project Farm on YouTube. But so I got the Zero Water filter. Everything was great. Water tastes great. It was a little bit of a bummer because they were like, oh, replace the filter every month. But the filter's only like $20 or something. I don't know, in that range. So, which is fine, but it's just another monthly expense. But after 2 weeks, it started tasting a little bit weird. And then this week, it started smelling weird, like fish. It literally smelled like fish, dried fish or something. And I was like, what is going on? And honestly, I kept drinking the water because I thought it was my electrolytes that I put in there, because the electrolytes do have weird taste. Like, it tastes salty a little bit, but it's not a great taste. It kind of tastes weird to me, honestly. I kind of don't like drinking it. It's okay, but it's just kind of weird. But the new electrolytes that I got, the comprehensive one, it does come with like marine ingredients, I guess. Like, they're getting the electrolytes from some like marine source. So I was like, okay, maybe that's what it is. Like, maybe it tastes like sea, a little bit fishy because of that. Girl, no, it was the damn water, and I didn't realize it until my hubby told me, like, this water smells. I'm like, really? So like, I poured him a fresh glass and I just gave it to him because I didn't really think anything of it. And he's like, yeah, this smells, smell this. I'm like, oh shit, like, it smells exactly like that same fishy odor. That is a no. So it turns out he looked it up, and they said that they do that on purpose, or like whatever is in the filter, when it degrades over time, which we've only had this for 3 weeks. And it said it's generally advised to replace it in a month. It's 3 weeks and it's already like shite. It comes with a stick where it measures the total dissolved solids in the water to let you know what is going on with your water, because originally it should be 0 dissolved solids in the water. Within 2 weeks, it was 0.05, and it was recommended to replace the filter over 0.06. So it's like, we already need to replace it within 2 weeks, and then another week later, now this serious fishy smell. So basically, when the filter components really break down, gives off these chemicals, and the chemicals relate to this fishy odor. First of all, I'm like, am I okay? Like, I just exposed myself to this somewhat toxic substance. I mean, they said it was okay if you still drank it, but it's not recommended. So I was like, what does that mean? So I looked further into it, and yeah, they said it's not recommended to drink the water if it smells like that fishy substance. And if you do, you might experience like nausea or like poor digestion. I don't think that's okay. To make a water filter like that, you have to constantly monitor the smell, and if something happens if you drink the water, then you're exposing yourself to chemicals. That's not okay. So I thought it was my electrolytes the whole time, and I think I started noticing the smell the day of the fast, honestly. Oh my god. So I've been drinking that nasty, smelly water for 2 days. Wait, yeah, 2 full days. Obviously, this is a water fast. All I drink is water. I have basil tea, but like, I've been drinking that water. Maybe I'm dumb. I'm a little bit dumb for not like realizing and connecting the dots first. Also, like, I don't really breathe when I'm drinking water. I just drink it, like, right? So like, I didn't notice it all the time. I'm just bummed out because it's like, did that affect my fast, drinking all this chemical water then? Because although I did have laser hair removal under my arms on Monday, it's been a little bit itchy. It's been like a burning, and there's like a little bit of flare-ups happening, which is the reason why I started doing this. During fast, it completely goes away. And even after the fast, like, remember the last fast, it completely went away. And the days after that, there was just like minimal burning in the shower. Maybe it reduced by like 90%, which was amazing. amazing. I was already doing pretty well with my skin recently. It's been great. But I was like, let's do better. Let's do better. Every single fast I do, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do this fast and then I'm gonna exercise so I can keep the weight off, but I never do that. But now that I'm actually exercising, I'm doing the exfoliating workout, I'm like, okay, let me do this fast so I can continue on my journey, because now I'm in the mindset. I have a workout, I have a plan, I'm in the mindset, I'm doing it, I'm gonna do this fast, lose the weight, keep it off by actually exercising. I broke the fast well, but then I would eat carbs like a little bit the next day and then go back to my regular diet. This time I'm not doing that because it's so much better if you just stick to a whole food diet at least the next couple of days, preferably the next week, so you can keep that ketosis kind of going and keep those benefits going. You don't have to necessarily do keto. I'm not, but I'm gonna do as much as I can to keep that going. Had the laser hair removal, drank this chemical water, so now I'm like, did that water affect me by like flaring up my skin because now it's trying to get those toxins out, or was that just the laser hair removal? I don't know now. I really wanted like a clean sort of test. I mean, like I expected to not have itching, and now I have itching and burning on my skin. I just feel like this is getting a little bit more irritated than I would expect, especially during a fast. So yeah, I can't say for sure that it was the chemical water or just the laser hair removal. I wish I could. But now, go get more of this. No, I think I have more. Now I'm on my spring water. I love this water from Walgreens. It's spring water from Iceland, pH 8 point. And I think that chemical water might have been like a little too acidic for me too. So I'm gonna drink this. I've been drinking this since last night. I had to tell hubby like, no, we gotta go to Walgreens. We gotta get some nice clean water. I'm not going back to the Brita filter. Plus, we don't have another filter. So we have some nice clean spring water. I feel great today. That zero water filter, that's crazy that they do that. Like, why would you do that? And I've seen that they could give you defective filters too. I think there's a lawsuit against them too. I didn't look into that. All I know was within 2 weeks, the filter was already near the replacement, basically replace it. And then another week after that, now I have a fishy water taste that I just cannot drink the water anymore. I don't like buying lots of bottled water. Like, I usually buy the gallon jugs, but I don't like just buying that, throwing away plastic. I want filtered water so that it's readily available. You just turn on the tap, filter it. You maybe have to wait 10 minutes, whatever, and that's it. I don't believe we have to be going out to constantly buy water that's bottled in plastic too. So that's the update on day 4 of the fast. Yeah, I'm kind of excited to see what. Okay, I'm gonna check my metrics and analyze that, and I'm gonna put that somewhere in this video too. But yeah, so also I started out at 146.6 the first day. Today I'm at 140. But I realized that I usually like to check my weight while I'm not wearing extra hair like this, because obviously that contributes. So I realized I was wearing the hair the first day when I checked my weight, and I was 146.6, so that's what contributed to the extra weight. I'm like, there's no way I could have gained this much weight in like 1-2 weeks. So yeah, it was the hair. So the hair takes off like 1 pound. When I measure myself, usually I'm just wearing underwear, and that's it pretty much. But yeah, I was wearing that dress because of the video, yes, and the hair. So I need to shave off 1 pound. So basically I started at 140.6, 145.6. End of the 3rd day, 4th day, I'm at 140. So that's 5.5 pounds. It's a lot less than when I started doing this fast before, because I think my body is catching on to what I'm doing. And I've seen it be slightly less and slightly less each time I do it. So, which is expected, because once you get into the habit, you can go longer. I see people do a 7-day fast, 21-day fast, but you can't just jump into it. The same as you can't just jump into a 3-day fast. You need to prepare properly. You probably should be doing intermittent fasting before that, just so you're used to not eating at the normal scheduled times that you do it. You need to ease yourself into it, otherwise you'll just have a disaster and you'll probably just fail. You probably feel like shit and think you can't do it and like, oh fuck this, like this not working for me. It will work for everyone. You just need to follow the process to ease yourself into the fast. That might be another reason why, like, oh, 4th day, I feel great. I feel like I can keep going. Let me see how far I can go this time. All the benefits really peak after 72 hours. That's why that's the most popular. But if you keep that going, if you keep that peak going, then you'll only be doing more cellular cleanup, more autophagy, more benefits, and more resetting your body, more human growth hormone producing and repairing your body. So it is good to try to extend it as you do these fasts for more benefits. I've even heard people doing these fasts to get their cancer into remission. It's a thing, and I definitely see how that can work if all of these processes are going on in your body when you remove food and then it starts relying on other things to still keep your body on. This is the technology that we have in our body. This is what it is. We just don't use it anymore, because back in the day we weren't eating 3 meals a day. We were scavenging for our food. Maybe we wouldn't eat for a couple days, but now we have everything at our fingertips. At DoorDash, we have so much food everywhere, and it's actually not how our bodies are designed to just constantly be provided food. So yeah, I'm going to see how I feel tomorrow, and I'll let you guys know. Hey guys. So I'm going to go over the results of my 5-day fast. Overall, it was a great experience because I got my electrolytes right. I had energy throughout the entire 5 days, like in different aspects, but the 5th day, definitely, I was going and I loved it. So the 6th day when I was breaking my fast, had broth, had a little bit of egg, avocado, and it was done. But let's get into the results because the results were very interesting. I put my results in Claude. So let's see what is happening here. Okay, so obviously I'm using the Hume Body Pod, and it has a couple different reports on it, which looks like using the Hume Body Pod, and then the body page and whatnot. So I pulled reports from the time period, and this is what it basically says. So 5-day fast body composition analysis. I went from 146 down to 136. So that's 10.6 pounds in 5 days. That's amazing. Body fat mass only changed 1.6 pounds. I lost 1 pound of visceral fat. And guys, that is a game changer, because have y'all seen 1 pound of fat? It's actually a lot. It's actually like this big. 1 pound of fat. And that visceral fat is the fat around your organs. That is amazing. Subcutaneous fat, 1.5 pounds, and so on and so forth. You can see right here. So while this may look confusing because I was down 10 pounds, yet the fat is only down like a couple of pounds, here is why. Here's why. Okay, so more worth watching. Body fat percentage went up. Confusing? Yes. Lean mass went down, muscle mass went down. So this is kind of why people may think that when you are on a fast and you lose muscle, you actually don't. You don't lose muscle. Let's get into the analysis. So that 10.6 pounds lost was all water and glycogen. So you lose a lot of water weight in the beginning. And this is why it's important to exercise to burn all of that glycogen that you can, so that later on you're actually burning fat. So we have water and glycogen stored up in our muscles, and all of that is what I lost. And then after that, the pounds of fat and stuff, that is a lot of water weight. And water weight isn't just water. It's water and glycogen and that stored energy in our muscles. But yes, it's still a visible change because all of that bloat went away. So they say that's completely normal and expected for a 5-day fast. The body burns through glycogen stores first, and each gram of glycogen holds around 3 grams of water. So rapid early losses are water driven. Why body fat percentage went up is just because of the math. So I lost more water weight proportionally to fat loss. So that makes the fat loss percentage in my body go up. That's all it is. I didn't gain fat. Okay, and it says visceral fat drop is generally meaningful. My heart rate went down 8 points from 109 to 101. So they're saying suggested reduced inflammatory load or fluid retention pressure on the cardiovascular system. So that's great. Body water percentage increasing is a good sign. It means your cellular hydration improved relative to body composition, even as total mass dropped. So overall, good results. What I could have done differently to get better results, maybe as far as like fat loss, is continued at least like walk or do some light exercise. I know I did my clothing workouts for 2 days out of the 5, and then one day like I walked around the mall, so that was like light walking. But I could have done more light exercise. That's one thing. But overall, I think that's just about it. I mean, just dumping water weight and my heart rate getting to a more steady level and the visceral fat dropping, those are great things. So yeah, I feel really great with this 5-day fast right now though. So I ended this like I got this report April, I think. I don't know. It was the end of April that I got this report. So right now it's June 19th. So I've been sitting on this video for a while just to wrap this up. But I started this. Where is it? Oh, I guess here is. Okay, I think I have it up now. So this is one of the reports that Hume produced. Are the reports great? They could be better. That's why I had to put it into Claude to kind of really tell me what this all meant. Because at the end of the day, numbers are just numbers. Numbers going up, no numbers going down. Like, what does this really mean for me? But so yeah, at the end of it, I was 136. Right now, it's like a month and a half later, I'm back up to 142. Another thing I could have done differently is keep up my exercise program. So yeah, after that, I got the whole like phase breakout thing, and yeah, I was concerned about that, and going to a dermatologist and stuff. So life threw a little bit of a wrench. So ever since then, I kind of just like completely broke my exercise program. But I'm still down from the starting weight, so that's good. That's good. I just need to restart the exercise program. So will I say the results are lasting? Definitely. Especially the pound of visceral fat is most impactful for me because that's a great health benefit to remove that visceral fat around your organs. And my visceral fat, let's see, it was like normal. Where is that? So it says standard. They don't show the gradient. It was standard, but it could definitely be reduced. That number could definitely be smaller. And I guess I'm like skinny thick now-ish, but I was really skinny before. But people don't realize, like, yeah, it doesn't matter what you look like. If you have a lot of fat just around your organs, you're not gonna see that by just looking at your body. Like, it's really an internal thing. So seeing actually how much I had in comparison to in that whole scale and how it definitely can be reduced, and I did do that, was really great for me to see. So I can't wait to do another one, but I will probably do that 3-day olive oil fast next so I can complete that one. I did a 1-day olive oil fast, and I'm gonna post that video, maybe the results on that. That's more of like strictly fat loss and not all these other benefits I gathered out of the 1-day fast. But yeah, great results for this. But like I said, I worked myself up to this, and you definitely should too if you want to see results like this and if you want to do a prolonged fast. Work your way up, set your mind to it, stay consistent, and know that the results will be in your favor. This is not a starvation protocol. This is literally just resetting your body to its factory settings so it can do what it's designed to do. Alrighty, well that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Bye.